What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Insert Anime. This is the post-spring season?
Yeah, the final,
Yep.
the wrap up.
Post-spring. Yeah, it's final.
Yeah.
Spring
is done.
Spring's done. Summer's starting in 4 days.
Yup.
5 days?
Yep. We were waiting to do this video for Glipner to end. It literally, the last episode just aired today. For us anyway. So we wanted to get this video out as soon as possible, get excited, and talk about the rest of the animes on our list and go over the final grades. Real quick, mild spoilers ahead, nothing Game of Thrones ending, type stuff. But like if we mention something here or there. Yeah, exactly. If we mention stuff here or there from a couple episodes or something like very minor, you have been warned. So don't freak the fuck out. You know us, Josh, Rob, Brandon. We're here. We're the same people. We haven't changed. Let's get into it. BNA, brand new animal. We already talked about this before. This anime has already been out. Like, it did the whole Netflix thing, like just like Great Pretender did, where it's going to be out already. It actually comes out this Tuesday on Netflix. I saw the pop-up yesterday night. So if you just want to wait and watch it dubbed, you'll be able to watch it very soon. But we wanted to finale it with a B. It did not change.
You can watch a dub now if you cheat.
Yeah. If you stream
the
on
dub's
the
not that
internet,
great.
If you're a thief,
yeah,
a fucking pirate,
Arr.
Would you steal a car?
All right, yeah, we wanted to give it a B. So basically, it was even above even the whole all the way out. I feel like it didn't do anything amazing, but it definitely had a lot of good moments that I was like, I enjoyed it enough to definitely give it a B. Brandon, this was your favorite. I feel like out of all of us, right?
It was animation wise.
Okay.
Like, I thought it's got that kooky, like they do cool stuff like stretching arms and like over the top expressions and stuff.
They did make me laugh at the over the top expressions. That was funny.
Funny.
Again, mild spoiler, the baseball team characters were fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
They were hilarious every time, and I would just laugh. Like,
and all the poor kids from that side of town. Like they're
exactly. And it was even
con man shenanigans.
It was even funnier because no lie, I did watch it dubbed because I was doing stuff today, so I didn't watch it subtitled. I just watched it dubbed. But yeah, the English made it even funnier because it's not the best, but it still made me laugh because the characters are so over the top.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, but this anime did overall end like it. I don't know if it's gonna have a season 2. It didn't. They wrapped up everything nice and tight. They didn't leave much room for stuff to happen. But
it's Studio Trigger, and that's not very common for them.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it a lot. There was a couple nitpicky things here and there, but overall, it was good. I would definitely recommend it to anybody to watch. I wouldn't be like Attack on Titan, like, yo, motherfucker, stop what you're doing. Go home right now and watch it. But I am like, yo, dude, you should watch it.
Quit your job.
Yeah, especially with it popping on Netflix, I would recommend it like, hey, it's on there. Watch it when you have free time. But
For sure.
For sure. This one did just end today. Glipner, we were waiting for it. I was very impressed, at least with the ending, because I didn't know where the fuck it was going to go. We wanted to end overall, give it an A. That one also pretty much stayed the same all the way throughout. There were some rocky moments with Glipner. Midway through, I was like, this shit is getting a little creepy, a little etchy, a little too etchy for me. But I pushed through it, and it kept it back up. I liked it a lot. I was going to give y'all some room to say something.
Yeah, I also liked it a lot. It is an A for me, and for us in general, because we collaborated on the score. But, like, it better have a season 2. Like, it doesn't really wrap anything up.
It needs desperately a season 2.
It's a good last episode, but it's only a good last episode if you know something more is coming.
Yep.
Like, if that was just it forever, I'd probably shit my pants and quit anime.
It's not on the level. It's not on the level of Gangster or Batum. No, it's on the level Batum because it ended and it acts like the more's gonna happen, then just nothing happened. They didn't do another season, so that's fair. I would say it's like Batum, where it ends. You can clearly tell the season's over, and you're like, all right, cool, we're season 2, and then it's like you look into the anime came out 4 years ago, and you're like, oh no, what have I done?
It's rough, but it was really good. The animation quality on that last episode really like ramped up.
It did. That final
and it
fight.
had pretty good quality throughout, but like really on that last episode, it kind of kicked it into high gear. It's still a very original anime to me, and I think a lot
That's
of
rare.
the points that it gets are because of that. It's
Yeah.
a rare thing, yeah. Like it's not in the sky, it's not a harem, it's not. It's close to a harem, but it's
A little
it's
bit.
not a harem. The just in general, like it is about a superpowered teen, but that's not really what it's about, and I liked it for that reason.
Yeah, one thing I thought was weird, Rob, you watched Darwin's Game, so you can kind of get me here. This is the second one lately that did this weird, the main character, like, changed within, like, 8 seconds. Like, one thing happened, and they're like, he's a whole different man now, I can tell. And it was just like, shut the fuck up. Like,
I don't think that's recent. They've been doing that forever.
I was wondering why I was so
that
bright.
was like the whole Tokyo Ghoul kind of kicked that off
But
as like a fad.
but that was a lot. You could tell how and why. He went
That
through
was
like a
done
he went through like a
This
whole
one was
thing.
kinda it just happens.
Yeah, but this happened
they do it for
immediate.
everything.
Like it was immediate.
Yeah.
It was not really much happened,
Yeah,
and
it doesn't
then
show you inner turmoil of his character change
Yeah.
at all.
yeah, because he developed, but you don't see it. But he definitely
Yeah,
the main character changed
that
from
could
A to B.
have been done better.
Yeah, but overall, it was definitely an A. Like I said, if you're not a real huge fan of like bitches' shirts being ripped off, I don't know what else to say. Like random anime etchiness. Like there's a couple episodes where like 2 or 3 in a row that I really had to be like, all right, whatever, this is happening, cool, and then it pushed through, and like the main arc happened, and that's where the main arc is really good. Like there's like a 3 or 4 episode split where it was just like next episode. Like it was just really good.
I wonder how etchy the
Manga?
was.
It's probably really fucked up.
Probably way worse. Yeah, most
If I had to
mangas.
guess.
Most mangas
Yeah,
are
because a
lower.
lot of times they had to water it down like severely. Because I think Seven Deadly Sins is the same way.
Really?
Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can imagine like a
They get that Netflix deal and
yeah, or
None of it's
Goblin
as
Slayer.
bad as Berserk yet. So
That's fair.
or Goblin Slayer.
No, Rob nailed it on the head with Berserk.
manga of Goblin Slayer is not to be fucked with. That
Yeah.
shit is grimy.
But definitely, Glitner gets an A. Let us know also in the comments or anything like if you want more of a spoiler episode, like because we could definitely go in on and explain everything we liked, but we're trying to be more neutral. If like you were waiting or you just don't know and you're watching this now, and you're like, should I watch it? Obviously, we don't want to blow your shit up, and then you're salty you watched it. So let us know if you do want that, and we'll do another one, obviously. But next we got 8 Sun. Are you kidding me? This one, I'm sad because I thought the first like 3-4 episodes, I really liked this anime. I was like, oh, this is cool. I was like, it's a little bit of a different take on like getting transported to another world. Cool. And then out of nowhere, like mid-season, it was just like a harem anime. It literally
These 2 girls and
it
I'm in love with
transported to
them.
Tenchi Muyo, and I was like, what? No. And yeah. So we're gonna give it a D.
Yeah.
Originally I was very like middle ground, like C at least, come on, and then I finished, and I was like, fuck, I was wrong.
I think that was only because you missed the last 3 anime that were exactly like it and better.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there was like the Magician's Grandson or whatever it is, or I forget what the American title of that one is. There was Slime.
I need to
whatever
watch that
one.
because I know it's getting like 2 more seasons. I'm
You
just
don't. But that's a
Spoiler
better
alert.
version.
yeah.
You don't, but it is a better version of Eighth
Yeah.
Son.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was lukewarm about it to begin with, but
Yeah.
it was like an acceptable
Thing.
quasi isekai anime, and then once it got to the harem part, I was just like, you're not good enough to pull off harem.
I agree completely.
Yeah, like there has to be a certain level of top tier like happening for me to just ignore an anime being a harem, and it didn't get there.
I just couldn't make it past the Tea Party episode. As soon as that happened, I was just...
I got past that one. Yeah, I got pretty far, but then I was just like, I watched the episode where the harem started, and then I watched like 4 more, and I was like, yep, this is just blatantly like they just because at first it just had so much potential, and then and the animation wasn't enough to pull it through. It was just overall, unfortunately, a D. Just it was a little bit below the bar. I wouldn't recommend it to a soul, so that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Sorry. Whoops. Next we got Kaguya-sama Love is War. We are going to give that anime a C. We were on the fence on that between a C or a D. We weren't really sure, but we decided on a C. I'm gonna let Rob take this over from here because this is his weird love child.
So I've made the metaphor before, and I'll make it again. It's literally a love story written by Team Rocket. Like it's never going to.
Never gonna get Pikachu.
It 3 times an episode they try to get Pikachu, and 3 times an episode they blast the fuck off. I can't. And this is 2 seasons in, and there's been almost no character development. Granted, in the plus column, it's funny, and it's well animated. Not that they have to try hard because the characters don't like move or anything. The character designs are well put together. If you're the type of anime person that doesn't care if a plot ever moves or if characters ever grow, it's a good pickup. If you need more than that, this isn't the anime for you. And it's not the anime for me, and I kind of want to give it a D, but I think C is fair because maybe it's a personal preference.
Vendetta. I just wanted to say Vendetta. I don't know why. It just sounded like the right thing to say.
You missed the game.
Yeah. But all right. Yep. Kaguya-sama Love is War. Big C. Not great. Not bad, though. It's just chilling in the middle. Next, we got one that is also disappointing. This was a very disappointing season from everything getting delayed and then a lot of the ones we were excited for not performing. We got Kashigoto. We are unfortunately going to give this one a D. It kind of was in the middle of C for a little while, but it just nothing much happened. You know, it was about a manga artist that didn't want he didn't want his daughter to know that he was a manga artist because it was a little raunchy. It wasn't even like hentai. It was just a little raunchy. It was like he was like a South Park creator, and he was like, "I don't want to find out."
It wasn't a lot. Well, they go into a little bit more depth in later episodes about some of his backstory, kind of explaining why he didn't want her to know.
Yeah,
and it goes pretty deep into it, but it's overly deep how the rest of the show is written. I think like the writer of it had like a lot of good ideas for backstories and not a lot of good ideas for present reality.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny enough for me to give a shit particularly.
Totally understandable. I agree. It had a couple funny moments here and there, but not enough to warrant like anything more than a D. Again, not much I would recommend. If I had a friend who was like really, nope, I wouldn't recommend it.
In a coma.
Yeah.
The only thing that keeps them awake is anime.
Yeah, sure. I'm like,
watch them go back into a vegetative
watch this. Yeah, so we're going to give it a D. Kashigoto, unfortunately, it is what it is. Next, this is arguably the most disappointing anime this season, in my opinion, listeners. This thing has just fallen from grace. We are unfortunately going to give it a D. There was just not enough, like, with the grading system and what I would recommend to somebody, and this just isn't it. This just isn't the one. Like, if I had a friend that loved mech animes, maybe, and I was like, you don't care about CG, I'm like, sure.
No, because they would see these mech designs and be like, what the fuck?
That's fair.
They would hate you for recommending it. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why
There's about 50 different variations of Gundam they could watch instead of...
You're not wrong. Yeah. Fine. Okay, touche. There's no world. All right, it's a D. Fuck it. Yep. The animations are amazing, like the character animation, but that was the whole budget.
And the worlds, and then they did nothing after doing that. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck happened.
They want like blatantly basic CG for all the mech design, and the mechs and the mech designs were bad.
Mech games do. Or mech animes do, where the mechs look dope and the characters are bland. Like they did the reverse of where the characters are really well done and the mechs are just awful.
Yeah, and not even you keep going.
Well, it's overly frustrating that they do that when, like in the first 2 episodes, when they had like those super zoomed out views where the mechs were like crystal clear because they're CG and the scaling doesn't matter, and then it's like you got 2 blobs riding on top of them.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just overly frustrating.
It was the weird CG as well as the design. Like you could have a good design and just CG fucks it up. It was just blatantly like
jukebox with legs.
They look so poor. Yeah. And the problem with this one as well is that the story isn't really bad. Like it wasn't. It wasn't like it was. I wouldn't say the word unique, but it wasn't horribly thought out.
Terrible.
And the fact that it's just poor, super poor to look at.
But I don't think it was enough to give it points.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the story was cool enough to give it points. It was just like, oh, I have amnesia. It's like,
I think the only saving grace would have been if, for it being a music-based anime,
if they would have had more
music.
Yeah.
Yep. That is also fair. There was
It
not.
doesn't. It barely does. Every once in a while, they'll have like a small riff in the background.
Muted, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a big fall from grace. That one was. I want to say we had it at an A at the beginning of the season, or a B. It was pretty high up there.
It was like an A. We were.
It came in A and then went to C and then to D.
Yeah. Sorry, listeners. If you're a fan of listeners and you really liked it, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Let me know.
Tell us why.
Yeah, I'm super curious.
Give me two examples.
2 examples. All right. Next. The big boy. Tower of God. Yes, Tower of God. This stayed the same. Big S class. Top of the game. I was tempted to lower it for this definitely hit climax around episode 10, and then they plateaued a little bit, and then they left it open for another season, is what I'm gonna say. For people if you didn't watch it.
Well, yeah, they did 100% left it open for another season. They didn't end anything.
They didn't. Yeah, there's no closure on anything.
Yeah.
Was this the one that you guys were talking about in the beginning, that it was only supposed to be like a certain amount of episodes and then never again? Like it was just supposed to wrap it up, and then the manga people on Reddit were like really worried that they wouldn't be able to tell the whole story.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And they did.
Yep. They super didn't. Everyone all around the internet that I'm looking at is like, yo, they're doing another season. But Crunchyroll has not said that. So that's not saying they're going to do it, but that's definitely not saying they're not. Because animes definitely all the time just are like, where's the money? And then they just fade into existence.
Yeah, there's no way to know. I actually want to appeal right now to Crunchyroll if you're watching. If you don't do another fucking season, I will throw you off of the highest tower I can find.
Ooh,
you'll
climb the tower yourself.
The 77th floor.
Because it's such a shame. Because like the last episode is a really explanation episode, like kind of a flashback episode, but in a good way, in a really good way.
Yeah.
But it should never that shouldn't be the last episode because nothing's after it.
Yeah.
If that was the second to last episode or the third to last episode, something like that, and there was some kind of closure after that episode, it would have been amazing.
Or if they did an immediate, like a My Hero situation where the end credits hit and they immediately go, see you
That's what I'm saying,
in 2021. Something like that.
But I would have wanted more than just...
I wouldn't have been as mad. Then it's like confirmed they got money, confirmed they're doing another season. I'm really not upset. I would be like, whatever. But the fact that we don't know, and that could be the last episode ever, I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Be hit with that Heroes vibe.
Yeah.
She jumps up the tower and then that's it.
Did you just use a Heroes reference?
Yeah, bro. That upset me a lot. I watched that show week to week for...
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
I think Rob will attest to this. When you read a book on how to write, or if you watch like a masterclass, one of the first things they tell you is at the end of your story, don't ask new questions and don't bring up new characters that no one is ever going to see again. Like,
yeah,
I
don't want to say too much, but they kind of do like a time skip.
Yeah, literally
for 10 seconds.
Yeah. There was a lot,
like last episode.
That, and then mild spoiler when the girl who got her face blown the fuck off, and they were like, "Wait a minute, isn't that?" And I was like, "Why did y'all even do that?" Because now that's a more of a question. Because like we just thought she was a regular person, and then she's like another person, and I'm just like, "Yo, come on, man." Yeah, like they, they did a lot. The last like 2 episodes, again, because the first like 7, 8, 9 episodes, it was just, oh man. And then they kind of chilled out a little bit, and then I was like, all right, how are they going to end this? There's 2 episodes left. And then I was like, oh god, it's the last episode. And then
it like a mid-season finale.
Yeah. Like it was coming back in 2 months.
Yeah, like it's just going to pop back on Fox.
And it may. We just don't know anything about that. But without doing too many spoilers, since everybody has watched it in our group, I think the moment that it really went sideways was when the big silent dude did his thing. You know what I'm talking about? Without me actually saying it.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was and then
Like,
the episode
that's-
after that, it was just kind of like,
it was
yeah.
super questionable.
I thought
think
more
that
was
like,
gonna
episode
happen
10.
at that scene. To be honest, I thought more. And then they kind of just chilled for a little bit, and again, I was okay with it. I just, I don't know. I thought a little bit more was gonna happen, and that's why it's still an S. But that's why I was thinking about dropping it to an A, in my own opinion, because I was like, I needed more of an ending. Like, as Game of Thrones knows, you got to have a good ending.
It needed an ending, or like a season ending. Like they didn't have to wrap everything up, but like the final conflict of this season lasts for about 2 seconds, and it's sort of a boss fight. And it's barely fair to call it a boss fight. It's sort of like you just walked past a friend beat a boss in a game, and you don't have any context to like what the story was. It was just like, oh, you got him. Last hit there. Cool. And that's pretty much all that happened. Like if there would have been a little bit of resolution with that, like some actual conflict coming to a close, and then an after credit scene, I think that would have been enough for me.
Yeah. Like
but I don't think the after credit scene alone done.
It wasn't. It was dope what they showed. It was fire. If they did that with a date, see you in any year. Could have said 2023. I'd have been like, all right, cool. They're doing it. Whatever.
Yeah, they literally could have just taken that ending and moved it past some credits.
Yeah,
but I would have wanted. I don't want to say what.
Yeah,
happened,
don't
but
don't ruin it.
That last battle to be
a little bit more
of a battle. Because it's a nameless enemy. Not really. It's kind of a nameless enemy that's just a small obstacle and not like an overarching obstacle.
Or that the last episode wasn't again, it was a great episode, but I would have liked it to be less flashbacky and a little bit more forward focused. But they clearly have a plan. I don't know. It was still amazing, but like Casey was like,
they clearly have a plan?
I hope so. Casey was going to watch this anime, and the last episode didn't air yet, and I was like, she was like, should I watch it? And I was like, yeah, probably. The last episode aired, and I was like, just wait. I was like, no.
Make her watch it anyway so that she can know what it's like to be an anime fan.
That's fair.
The only saving grace, if they have...
I made her watch Claymore. She's there. She's with it.
That's not enough.
Claymore's pretty fucked, because it was a great anime, but then it just didn't end at all. They were just like... spoiler alert for Claymore fans.
You gotta experience it like multiple times. You gotta get gangsted. You gotta get... hopefully magical warfare.
I mean, she's been Tokyo Ghouled. Tokyo Ghoul is the ultimate anime betrayal. Like that shit.
Ended. It's just awful.
Season 2 ended on a cliffhanger, and then they brought it back to just catastrophe. What do you mean?
Yeah, but that's different. Everybody knew there was going to be a third season.
Did we?
You gotta have that like 5 years of time where you're like, I wonder.
Attack on Titan. You're like, is this ever gonna come out?
Yeah, you're just out on the streets like begging, like, please, one more episode.
Yeah, what were you saying, Brandon? You're going on something.
I was gonna say the only saving grace for this that they showed in the last episode that gives high hopes for another season is the power spike, the power creep that they brought in there.
Yo, that was insane. Yeah. That was a lot. That was like, because that character episode 1 or 2, you were like, okay. Whatever, and then they're just like, I guess it was crazy.
Especially because you see the other characters that are supposed to be just like her, and then she shows up and she's this completely different element of it, and I was hyped.
Yep, I really hope it gets announced sooner rather than later. But Tower of God, and watch it right now. It was still good.
And pay for it.
Telecom if you're looking,
because I think that's gonna matter.
Most likely.
And also next season, we talked about this, but God of High School is coming out. Watch that one too, even if it's awful, because that's also Crunchyroll. So if you pay for that one, maybe we'll definitely.
I'm pretty sure Crunchyroll's alright. I paid for Crunchyroll for a while, but they just pissed me off because their app was just not good. Like their app on TVs where it was just garbage, and it annoyed me. It was just not good.
Yeah, the PlayStation app crashes a lot.
Yeah, it's just ass. Like, they need to fix it. But next and last, Woodpecker's Detective Agency. This one's no, it's neutral. We're gonna end it on a C. If you are, we brought this up last episode of the spring season. If you're a detective anime fan, there's not a lot of them, but if you're a fan of that genre, I would still say watch it. It's just at the end of every episode.
I wouldn't.
I would say watch it. Like, if you're like, oh, I like Detective Conan and Psychopaths
watch
okay, yeah. If
Stray
you
Dogs,
like Detective Conan, watch it because you have terrible taste in stuff.
Hey, it's just it's got 700 episodes. Somebody's fucking watching it. I mean,
Somebody
shit.
is
People
watching
like
still.
what's the one with the 1,000 episodes? People like One Piece. I don't know why people like One Piece, but people fucking like One Piece.
I understand liking One Piece more than Conan. Every episode of Conan is the same episode of Conan.
That's fair. But back to Woodpecker, it's just it's a detective anime that isn't very smartly written. It doesn't make you think like you can blatantly solve these crimes yourself. Like you don't need the show. You can just like be like, all right, cool. He's about to say this is there, and that's why that's like that. And by halfway, not even halfway in each episode, you can kind of guess who did it, and you're just like, fuck.
They need the guy who wrote Coon's character for Tower of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy did it. See, that's the funny thing about Tower of God. Like, even he
it's got
me
some
a better
detective
vibe than I get from Woodpecker. I think another thing that Woodpecker suffers from, at least for me specifically, it was difficult for me to watch a detective anime of such a low caliber after, like, just a season after Invaded came out.
Yeah, that's big facts. That is big facts.
It was really hard for me to like go from that to this and enjoy myself, because Invaded was the bomb on like every tier that you can imagine. Like, it was a great detective anime. It was beautifully animated the whole way through it. The character designs were terrific. And then you jump over to Woodpecker, and it's like, it's fine. But that's it.
Yeah, it's just very mundane. It's just neutral. It's not bad. It's not good. It's a little bit more bad than good for most cases, anyway.
A little bit more bad than good. Only because its only element is just saying Tower of God has multiple elements to it that make it great.
Yeah.
Woodpecker's only element is the detective thing.
Yeah, and it
doesn't really do it.
It's not even like Rob said, ID Invaded or a Psychopaths, where it's like a whodunity sci-fi thriller. This is just like, it's back in the day. It's not even like modern time at all. So it's just a detective. Yeah. It's just a detective. There's nothing else going for it.
It doesn't have like an overall story either.
Yeah,
like the ones that we just mentioned. Like, those have an overarching thing. Like, there's some stuff sprinkled in there that they saw, but like there's an overarching thing. Woodpecker isn't like that.
Yep. But Woodpecker Detective, it's definitely a C. If you have some free time, I would suggest just you give it a try. If you watch 2 episodes, you'll know if you like it or not. Might be your jam. It might be your One Piece. Might be your Detective Conan. You know, but that wraps it up pretty much for the spring season. We had 4 episodes actually. We had our first episode, thoughts and opinions, and we had our drops. And with everything going on in the world, all the animes that got pushed out, we kind of went over those. And then we had our mid-season grades, and now it's our finals. Real quick, I probably will pop on the screen all the animes that we just graded, just to give them the final grade. So if somebody just wants to shoot to it, we can get a timestamp and you can see it. Yeah. If you're watching this when it airs, probably a couple days prior, we did our summer season video. So if you want to know what's going on in the summer, you can definitely look back and watch that as well.
Yep.
But let us know. The king of this season was definitely Tower of God, followed by Glipner. Those were definitely the top 2, in my opinion. Those are the ones I watched almost all the time, and then the rest kind of just floated in. Yep.
And the rest are just
Yeah. Let us know what you guys thought as well. Definitely comment, if we missed some or some that you liked in particular that we didn't talk about, or that we gave a lower grade that you also thought. Like, let us know why and what you thought. But you guys got anything you want to add or anything?
No,
I also wanted to say for everybody watching, because this is a pretty new cast that we're doing. If you have any other videos you'd like to see on the anime things, if there's anything you want us to go over that we don't go over in our current anime episodes, drop a comment. If you want us to do anything, anime battles,
top 10s,
maybe a debate of animes against one another, or top 10s. Just drop a comment in there and we'll see if we can put that together for you.
Yeah, me and Rob do that pretty much on a regular basis anyway, just talking about it. So we would just be filming it. So let us know. Thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. Like I said, the summer episode will just be out a couple days prior to this posting as well. So let us know what you think.
Unofficial sponsor.
Yeah.
Double Cup Wawa.
A couple episodes we'll announce who won Rob's bike, and we'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Thanks for watching, guys. Yes, sir. Later. Bye-bye.